Before we talk about narcissistic personality disorder, do you know what narcissism is? In the most simple terms, narcissism can be defined as an extremely self-centered, inflated sense of self-importance. Narcissists feel that they are smarter, better looking than others, superior in every way from others, and that they are entitled to the most special treatment. If you want to understand narcissism well, we have another video on the topic, on our channel. I will mention it in the description and also add it at the end of this video. Go check it out. But in this video we will understand about NPD, or Narcissistic Personality Disorder, which is the most extreme form of narcissism. For psyche's sake presence. I am the king of the world. The Narcissistic Personality Disorder. In a broad sense, there are two categories of personality disorders. The first type is ego-dystonic, where the people suffering from a disorder know that they have a problem and accept it, and they are distressed by the symptoms. For example, people who suffer from OCD, or those who suffer from bipolar disorder tend to know that they have a problem and they don't like what it does to them. The second type is ego-syntonic, where the people suffering from a disorder don't necessarily think that they have a problem, and sometimes they believe that the problem is with everyone else. Narcissistic personality disorder falls into this category. This personality disorder is not a common occurrence and it affects only 1 to 2% of the entire population. It is seen more commonly in men. And also, children are not taken into account for this diagnosis. Children can often be self-centered and touchy, but most of the time it is just a normal part of development. The major traits seen in those who have NPD are: 1. Grandiosity, where they have a grandiose view of themselves and feel that they are superior to others. 2. Low empathy, where they have low emotional intelligence and trouble connecting to other people's circumstances and understanding their feelings. 3. Need for admiration, where they feel a constant need to be admired by others, and to be the center of attention. 4. Strong sense of entitlement, where they believe that they are entitled to whatever they want, and they deserve better than everybody else. What makes these traits dangerous and a true personality disorder is that they take over the person's life and strongly affect the life of those around them. They exaggerate their achievements and brag about them to get the feeling of superiority. And they get hateful and envious of anyone who does better than them at anything. It can manifest into very toxic relationships where the narcissist manipulates others to get what they want. Someone suffering from NPD will only associate with others if they think they will elevate their own status. Instead of caring for their family, like their spouse and kids, they will use their relationships as a source of admiration and attention. And instead of getting help to do better at something, and getting constructive feedback, like at work, they will throw a fit and tell all those who try to help them that they all are wrong. But, what is to be understood is that these traits might be a defensive mechanism for the person with NPD. As deep down, they may be really dealing with their own feeling of inferiority and low self-esteem. So, what causes narcissistic personality disorder? Studies say there are two major factors that contribute to NPD. 1. Genetic factors. Studies have shown that there is a strong effect of one's genetic components that contribute to narcissistic personality. Which means that to an extent it can be inherited if someone in the family carried the genes, but the exact genes involved are not yet identified. 2. Environment of one's upbringing. Another big factor is the environment of one's upbringing. If during a child's upbringing parents over-pamper them, and always put them on a pedestal, and treat the child as perfect with no faults, then this may lead to developing a grandiose view of themselves and lead to a narcissistic personality. On the other hand, it is also seen that NPD is developed in a person to cope with feelings of inferiority and inadequacy. Parents who are abusive and controlling constantly damage the child's self-esteem and make the child feel inferior, which fosters a vulnerable side of narcissism. Is there a treatment for NDP? As we mentioned in our video about narcissism, yes, it is treatable, but not always. Reason being, it is a long and difficult process that requires vulnerability and courage from the person who is in treatment. And as we have learned that it is not at all easy for a person with a narcissistic personality disorder to accept that there is a problem with them. But yes, it is important to know and spread awareness that there is treatment available. And if the person and the therapist both are patient, and the person is willing to accept an honest reflection of their behavior, it is possible to treat NPD and get a better control on one's life. Do you know someone who suffers from narcissism? Share your experience with us in the comments below. If you find the video helpful, be sure to hit the like button and share with friends. For more videos like this, hit the subscribe button and remember to click on the bell icon so we can notify you when a new video comes up. And as always, thanks for watching.